Welcome, spiritual hustlers, to 53 Days of Mindfulness with XO and Hustle, presented by Self Hired. I am so excited to have you here. We're about to spend the next 53 days together sharing and dropping knowledge on how to bring spirituality to your grind so you can balance your growth with your hustle. This series is based off the Mindfulness Deck, an actionable 55 card deck designed to take you on a journey of self-understanding, healing, and habit building. The Mindfulness Deck is now available for pre-order at xoandhustle.com. And remember, I love hearing your breakthroughs, so make sure you join the conversation online at XO and Hustle on Instagram. All right, let's get into it. Today's episode is brought to you by Delush CBD. Delush is a holistic lifestyle company that infuses hemp CBD into your favorite wellness and skincare products. Since we're all about love and good vibes, Delush CBD products are thoughtfully curated with non-toxic ingredients and are cruelty-free. Every product is handmade with all that love and good. You can use the discount code XO and Hustle for 15% off your next order at delush.ca. What's up, my spiritual hustlers, and welcome back to another day of 53 Days of Mindfulness. Alrighty, today's card is epic, okay? It's one of those cards, like I said, a few of these cards were truly inspired and built through the foundations of tarot. So today's card is Empower Yourself. On this card, you will see the background is completely like this tealy, bluey, greeny color. And there are two versions of the same woman on the card. So one version of her is smaller, and she's got her hands out to the side, just like, I've been banished. And she's got long red hair, and she's wearing this like dope ass sweatsuit, but the sweatsuit is like tiled with swords. There's swords everywhere. Like they're all just like everywhere, like fucking tiled the fuck out, okay? And she has this black aura that is surrounding her entire body, right? And it's like almost dimming. So it's like zoop. Like it's at the end of the button and it's like turning off. It's like that. Imagine if that was like a light source, right? So then that other version of her is almost like putting her hands towards her like this, where she's pushing her away, but like not shooing her away, just being like, I'm done with this, right? Like I'm done with you, like go. Like very light and gentle, but still firm and strong. And her hair is more structured and standing behind her. She's got this beautiful white aura that is protecting her. And it's like got little elements of the universe just sparkling out of it. And on both of her pieces of her sweatsuit, like on her top and her bottom, she's only got one sword. So in traditional tarot, swords represent the mind. And when we have swords that are conflicting and running all into each other, that's when our minds are going crazy, just absolutely fighting against ourselves. And then when we have just the single sword, that means we are strong in our thought. We are rooted in that frame of thinking. And so it's so interesting, like empowering yourself is a lot of knowing better and doing better, right? And so when I think about this, I think about the times where I have been so like in a clusterfuck of thoughts where I just haven't been able to like truly act from my higher self. I am acting from all of my lack mentality. I am acting from my chaos. I am acting from my like disorientated part of me that just doesn't even agree with myself. Versus when I'm acting from my higher self, I have clarity of thought. I have clarity of what I want, of what I need, of where I'm at. Like all of those are just so ironed out. But the biggest thing that's ironed out is like, the clarity that I have with myself. And so I really think that this card truly represents two different things. One, clarity of thought, but two, it's like getting out of your own way. There's so many times when we're in situations where we can level up, where we can go and have that conversation, where we can go and live out our dreams. But the only thing that's standing in the way is ourselves. And it's those low vibrational old traumas and patterns and thoughts that we have of ourselves that essentially all root in our belief of I'm not good enough that stand in our way. So today's mindfulness tool is one, I want you to ask yourself, are you standing in your own way, or are you putting yourself in a place where you are empowering yourself and you are making decisions from your empowered higher self? That's key. First is to know, like, yo, where the heck am I operating from, right? Once you know where you're operating from, ask yourself, am I putting myself in a position where I'm going to continue empowering myself? Or how can I put myself in a position to empower myself? When you start engaging in these questions with yourself, your body knowledge will always tell you what's up and what's good. Like, trust your intuition, baby. And when you do that, you're going to be able to start inching closer and closer to acting, reacting, and living from your higher self, living from your potential. And honestly, like, stepping out of your own way and being like, yo, it's okay to be big. It's okay to be like the fucking bossest bitch in the town, right? Like, go and live out your dreams. Another way I think that is like really fun to empower yourself is we all have communities, right? And so sometimes you need to be reminded of who you are. So go and ask 3 friends, be like, yo, what are my 3 best qualities? And I'm not telling you to go and get empowerment from outside in, but when you ask the people who are closest to you, like the beautiful things that they see in you, it almost realigns you with like your own magic. And you're gonna know whether you are like aligned with that belief or not. Like if somebody went and told me like, you're ambitious, and I felt like I'm not ambitious inside, then I'm not aligned with what they're seeing of me. And I can either decipher if that is me or if I am not acting within myself. Right? So it just gives you more opportunity to ask yourself more questions, right? And like, I think asking ourselves questions is so important. Last thing is, so in tarot, you'll see like the Ace of Swords, and that's like that single sword, like clear thinking. I know exactly where I'm going, right? And then there's the 10 of Swords. And the 10 of Swords is like, you'll see they're all in the back of somebody's body, and they're just like, it's like death. And so regardless of where you're at, if you're at that newfound clarity of thought, or if you are at the in-between, or if you're at the end of that death of like this, like you've revealed a potent truth, honor yourself and honor your process. And remember, you can only act from what you know. So if you know better, then do better. But remember, you only know what you know when you know it. And that allows you to invite so much more compassion into the mix of things and gives you that like arena to even start to clarify your thoughts. So I just wanted to let you in on that little secret before I let you go, okay? So today's Don't Mind My Hustle affirmation is, may I empower myself fiercely. Continue strengthening your intuition offline by pre-ordering the Mindfulness Deck at exoandhustle.com. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe and share with all your friends so you can all bring spirituality to your hustle. Until next time, keep being the spiritual hustler you already are.